Okay. See, Anna, see? React.
Namaste everyone. Good morning. How are you all?
We're good.
Good.
Okay. So, as you already attended your first session, may I ask you some questions?
Yes.
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 Okay. Let's do it then. Till we are waiting for your uh, please give me a minute. So yes, I was asking, do you know what is Gurukul? Anybody have any particular definition for this?
No.
Okay, so you all are very smart. Okay, everybody knows. I would like to ask Yuvan. Yuvan, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
Okay.
A Gurukul is an educational system in Vedic times.
Very nice. Okay, so now one by one, you all will tell the qualities of Gurukul, which we are missing in today's nowadays. Okay, so let's start from Adrit.
One difference between ancient Gurukuls and today's education system is that the students stayed at studied at a little hut instead of a school
a school building like today, and they served their guru, and it had two
Okay, then
educations.
let's give the chance to another one. And now Ryan, will you answer?
So in Gurukul, we used to study in with nature. So we didn't stay inside buildings, but we used to study in nature.
Okay. Okay, very good. So the next question is, what do you like about Gurukul? Okay, any quality of Gurukul which do you like? Yes, Myra.
I like that it is um good for the environment and it doesn't pollute the earth by using electricity, and they use what they have, and they learn about the natural resources and use scriptures.
Very nice. Okay. Uh, Anybody else? It is Ridan.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Um, nature. I like Gurukul because of nature.
Sorry.
He likes the Gurukul because of nature.
Oh, because of nature. That is my favorite part of Gurukul. Very good. Okay. And oh, it's very low attendance today. Why? Okay, next. Um, Janvi, what do you like about Gurukul?
That you learn with the resources that you have.
So let me tell you what do I like about Gurukul. As there is no differentiation like a girl can do a big war. Okay, a girl can fight with big soldiers by big weapons. Okay, so she can learn everything there. And a boy also can cook and dance and do many things. Do you know Arjuna from Mahabharata?
Yeah.
Yes.
So Arjuna was very good dancer and very good singer. From where? From where he learned all these things? In his guru. Okay. So this is my favorite part. Also, nature is also very good part. But nature is like um we visit schools and sorry, we visit parks and these things. Those are not that good at in this time. No. Okay. Jia ma'am, Aditi ma'am is coming or what?
Yes, she's joining in just few minutes. Okay. By the time,
Okay. Mhm.
may I have a word with all of you? Can I? Okay. So, just a minute. Yes. So, I wanted to know how many of you have watched the orientation recording? You can raise your virtual hand so that I could calculate easily. Hmm. Okay. Only Ran, you can raise your virtual hands. There will be option in the reaction one. Okay. Ruan and Ridan. Okay. Okay. So, as you all have watched the orientation recording, in that you might have got all the information. What is the whole curriculum of this course, right? So, this course is divided into three levels: level 1, 2, and level 3. In the due course of 3 months, you will be graduated with a completion certificate if you do this course till level 3. Okay. And if you leave it in between, you will get just level 1 or level 2 certificate. Okay. And moreover, there will be a test every Sunday, and the link will remain open for 24 hours duration, and you have to attend the test. Okay, so the test will be like on Google Forms only, and you have to just
enroll
listen
yourself.
to me speak. So yes, you have to just click on the link. You have to just tick the MCQs and just submit the test. Okay. So this is a small test which you have to give so that we could assess that whatever you have learned throughout the week, are you able to grab that or not? Okay. So that is just for assessment part, and the whole score will be calculated at the end of this course, and this will help us to check the eligibility for the certification. I hope you are clear with that. Fine. So any query which you all are having related to the course, you can ask. Okay, yes, Agastya.
Is it every Sunday, the test?
Yes, test will be every Sunday.
Okay.
Anyone else? Anyone else have any query? Okay. Okay. So what do you think we are going to learn today?
Excellent.
Do you have any idea what we are going to learn today? Anything? In the last lecture, which happened yesterday, where we dropped? Nobody remembers. You can raise your hand and tell where we dropped the session. We are going to resume that from today. Yes, Janvi.
But with Gita,
Correct. Yes. So today will be the session based on Bhagavad Gita, and there will be introduction to Bhagavad Gita's chapter 1. Okay. Has anybody read Bhagavad Gita before? Any shloka? Do you remember? Agastya read. Oh, great. Dhyan. Okay. Vishrut. Okay. Ridan and Ridan. Nice. Okay. So your teacher is present here. Welcome, Aditi ma'am. Over to you.
Namaste, ji. Namaste, everyone.
Namaste.
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 Namaste. How are you all?
Good.
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 Good. So, shall we revise what we did yesterday?
We learned about Gurukul.
Gurukul. Okay. Okay,
And
what is Gurukul? We'll just have a small revision, right? So, what is Gurukul? Anyone? You can answer.
Anyone can tell.
Yes, Vishnu?
In Vedic time.
Can you repeat?
In Vedic time.
Okay, I can't hear you. So, Gurukul, what we did is Vedic education system in Vedic time. Okay, what are the two types of training? Anyone remember? Two types of training. Yes, Ryan.
the two types of trainings were basic and advanced.
Yes, very right. And how old are Vedas? Yes, Adrit and Akshit.
The Vedas were 5,000 years old.
Okay, so now there is a small catch. Vedas are eternal, but they are compiled 5,000 years ago. Okay, Adrit and Akshit. So they are compiled 5,000 ago, means they were written 5,000 years ago, but they are not 5,000 years old. They are eternal. Okay. And what two epics we have?
Mahabharata.
Anyone?
Mahabharata.
Augustine.
Mahabharata
Okay, yes,
and
Mahabharata.
Ramayana.
Yes. And Gita, Bhagavad Gita is part of which epic?
Mahabharata.
Mahabharata. Very nice, very nice. Okay, so everything clear from the session one? And you have received the recording also, right? The recording of yesterday's session is already sent by Jia ma'am on that WhatsApp group. You can refer to that. Now let's start with the another topic where we will learning more about Bhagavad Gita. So now we discussed Mahabharat, and in Mahabharat we discussed what we discussed? Bhagavad Gita. So Bhagavad Gita is spoken by whom? Sri Krishna.
Krishna.
Arjun, right? Jia ma'am, can you share the slide also? So, how many shloks are there in Bhagavad Gita? You know, there are 700 shloks in Bhagavad Gita. So now in the first chapter, we will be covering first chapter today, where the title of the chapter is Observing the Two Armies, right? So basically, with this chapter, Arjun wants to see both the armies, Kauravas and Pandavas. And he asked Lord Krishna to bring him there. So now you know who was the charioteer of Arjuna's this thing.
Krishna.
It was like Krishna. Yes, Krishna. So Arjuna asked Krishna to take him there. Now let's understand what exactly is the storyline. You know what happened? What was the scene there at that time when Arjun was seeing both the armies? Both the armies means Kauravas and Pandavas. And this complete story is covered in 700 shloks.
Yes.
Which and where Mahabharat happened? Anyone remember? Or where Kurukshetra? Yes, and Kurukshetra is a place in Haryana in India, right? And the Mahabharata also happened some 5,000 years ago. So, which was like Bhagavad Gita was spoken some 5,000 years ago between the two armies. And there are 700 shloks. And out of 700 shloks, Dhritarashtra said one shlok, which is like Dhritarashtra kaun the? Who was Dhritarashtra? Dhritarashtra was father of Kauravas. And name of the father of Pandus is Pandu. And they called as a Pandav. How many Pandavas are there? Any
Five.
idea?
Five.
5, yes. And how many Kauravas?
100.
100. Very nice, Vishruth. Very nice. Okay. So let's continue to the next scene. What happens exactly? And you know, when the army used to fight, there is a measuring unit. Like we measure water, we measure milk, you know, we have a measuring units. Liter we say as a measuring unit, and then we say how many kilos of vegetable you bought. So kilo is a measuring unit. Similarly, Sena used to be measured in Akshani. It is called as Akshani. So Kauravas has 11 Akshani and Pandavas were having 7 Akshani. So whose army was more?
Kauravas.
Alright.
Kauravas. Correct, correct. And then further, it is such a biggest war of ever. The huge team was there. We will show you the picture, and then you imagine how big was this war. So this will cover, one Akshani will cover your 21870 chariots, 21,870, and 21,817 elephants. And then horses, how many horses? 65,000, more than 65,000. And infantry. Infantry are the people who are on ground. पैदल सेनानी जिनको बोलते हैं, infantry are the people who are on the ground. So put together, one Akshani is 2,18,700, and now multiply it by 11, or 11 plus 7, both the armies 18. So such a huge Sena, right? Next. So today we will
Story, ma'am.
today yes,
The Narayana Sena story.
we can cover that. So there's a very wonderful story about the army, how big and why this much big armies were there. So what happened? Duryodhan, we talked about Duryodhan, right? Duryodhan was the team of Kauravas, है ना? So Duryodhan and Arjun both went to Shri Krishna for a help. So what happened? Arjun was the first one to enter the house of Shri Krishna. He entered there and he sat near his pillow. So if you see the image, right?
Yeah.
And later Arjuna came and he kept standing. Now what happened when Shri Krishna got up? Shri Krishna saw whom? Arjun. Arjun, correct. But Shri Krishna was not able to see this guy Duryodhan because he was just standing next to his pillow. And what happens when you get up in the morning or anywhere from your bed? You see somebody in front of you, not here or there, right? So now Krishna said, Arjun, why you are here? What is the purpose of coming? But the moment Shri Krishna asked a query to Arjun, Duryodhan get very furious. Oh, I was the first one to enter. Why he's not asking me? But Shri Krishna said, I have seen Arjun first, so I have to ask Arjun. But somehow Shri Krishna asked Duryodhan that what is your need, why you are here. So Duryodhan replied that they need help for army. They want to increase their army. So they asked for help. So Shri Krishna said, "Ki, theek hai, you take my army." But when it's Arjun, he asked, what is your ask to come here? So Arjun said that I do not want army. I want you in my team. So Duryodhan was thinking that Arjun is a foolish guy. He's not taking any team and he wants Shri Krishna. How will he win the battle? But Arjun was aware, like wherever there is a Krishna, there is a win. And why Krishna chose Arjun? Because Arjun was on the path of Dharam, whereas Duryodhan was on the path of Adharam. Now, what is this Dharam and Adharam? We tried to understand that yesterday also. Dharam is something we are doing activities as per the scriptures. So that is why reading scriptures is very important. Scripture is whatever religious books we have, we read them. And now there are so many bad things which Kauravas have done with Pandav. And that is what all war is all about. So is this clear? Narayani Sena. The name of this story is Narayani Sena. So Krishna gave his team to Duryodhan, but Krishna was with Pandav because they are into the fight of Dharma. Next. So from today, what we will do? We will do the shlok recitation also. How many of you are excited to recite shlok? You know what is shlok? Oh, Jia is excited. Ryan, okay. Vishrut, Janvi, very nice, very nice. So have you ever gone through the shlok ever? Have you ever read? Okay, Ryan has read. Very nice, Ryan. Okay. So let's recite first shlok. Okay, it is the first shlok of chapter number 1. So whenever we see this BG, it is written like a BG 1.1. This means Bhagavad Gita chapter number 1 and shlok number 1. Okay, is this clear?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Very good.
Yes.
So Ryan, have you ever recited this first shloka of Bhagavad Gita?
Yes.
Oh, that's nice. You want to try?
Okay.
Okay. So the slide is visible to you.
Yes. Dhritarashtra uvacha. Dharam kshetre kurukshetre samveta yuyutsavaha mamka pandavasche kim kuruvata sanjaya.
Very nice, very nice. So we can clap for our. Can we?
Yes.
You can clap for your friend. He recites very nicely. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what I'm saying, can we clap for our friend? Are we all awake? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, chalo theek hai. So let me clap for Ryan. Very nice, Ryan. ठीक है. So in Bhagavad Gita, in the complete Bhagavad Gita, in all 18 chapters, so there are 18 chapters, 700 shloks. There are 4 main characters. Okay. Shri Krishna, we discussed. Secondly, Arjun, we discussed. Then we have Dhritarashtra, father of Kaurav, and the fourth character is Sanjay. Right? So now who is Sanjay? Sanjay is one of the minister to Dhritarashtra. And you know what is the important thing here is Dhritarashtra is blind since birth. He cannot see anything. Okay. But how he will understand all the things in life and how he will see this war? Because of his minister, Sanjay. Sanjay is having some benediction where he can see something beyond the limit of our eyes. So when we are sitting in a room, what we can see the things inside the room, you know? Or maybe somewhat we can see if the door is open, we can see to the next room. But Sanjay, even sitting at a one place, let's see, Sanjay sitting in India can see what is happening in America. So that was the blessings given by Ved Vyas ji to Sanjay. Because of this, Sanjay was narrating the whole incident to Dhritarashtra. So where was Sanjay and Dhritarashtra that time? Hastinapur, which is a now also if somebody have gone to the Delhi, it is a part of Delhi, Hastinapur. And he was narrating story to Dhritarashtra from Kurukshetra. It's just like when we used to hear radio, है ना? something is happening anywhere, some songs are going on and we are listening in our place. But we don't know what exactly is happening there, but we can hear. Similarly, Sanjay was narrating the incident. So, and there are shloks which has been said by these four characters. So, maximum number of shloks obviously being recited by Bhagwan. And you know why it is called as Gita, Bhagavad Gita. This is a song of divine. And why song? Because when we recite shlok, we recite in a very melodious tune. We are not reading it like today is a happy day. No, we sing it like this. That is why it is called a song. Bhagavad Gita. Bhagwan ka bola hua song. Song given by God, Bhagwan. And when we talk about the total number of shlokas, what is the split of 700? 574 verses, we also call them as a verses or shlok, is given by Shri Krishna. Then 84 shlokas by Arjun, 41 by Sanjay, and Dhritarashtra said only one shlok, which is the first shlok of the Bhagavad Gita, which we will recite right now. Okay? Are we ready for the shlok? And you have to remember that these shloks. So many of you must be thinking, we have never read Sanskrit, how we will recite, but that's okay. We will do it together and you just have to practice at home. You will get recordings also. So need not to worry, I don't know Sanskrit, how will I recite? Nothing to worry. Okay. So now I will recite and you have to recite after me. Dhritarashtra Uvach. Dharam kshetre kurukshetre samaveta yuyutsava mamaka pandavascheva kim akurvat sanjaya. So let's recite. Dhritarashtra You will unmute yourself. Dharam kshetre kurukshetre
Kurukshetre, Kurukshetre,
samaveta yuyutsava
Samveda Yutsava,
mamaka pandavascheva
Pandavaksheva,
kim akurvat sanjaya.
Imukurvata Sanjaya.
Let's see the meaning and then we'll recite and we'll have some actions also in this shlok so that we can remember it. So what happens in this shloka? Dhritarashtra is asking Sanjay that my son and Pandu's son who have been assembled in the place of Kurukshetra, the pilgrimage, desire to fight. What are they doing? So Dhritarashtra is inquiring that what is happening on a battlefield. Okay. Kurukshetra is called as Dharam Kshetra, right? And where they have there to fight. So now let's recite again. Is the meaning clear of this shloka? It is very simple. Dhritarashtra is asking Sanjay. Dhritarashtra Uvach. Uvach means said. Right? So Dhritarashtra is asking Sanjay, my sons and Pandu's sons being assembled in Kurukshetra from the intention of fighting or desire to fight, what are they doing now? So let's recite once again. Dhritarashtra. You can do these actions with me also so that you can remember it, right? Dhritarashtra.
Dhritarashtra,
Dharam kshetre kurukshetre
Dharamkshetre, Kurukshetre,
samaveta yuyutsava
Samveda Yutsava,
mamaka pandavaschaiva
मामका पाण्डवश्चैव
किम अकुर्वत संजया
किम
किम् अकुर्वत सञ्जय
Okay, so small actions will help you to remember the verse once again, and then we'll move further. Dhritarashtruvach
धृतराष्ट्रवाच
dharam kshetre kurukshetre
धनं क्षेत्रे कुरुक्षेत्रे
samveta yuyutsava
समवेतायुयुत्सवा
mamaka pandavaschaiva
मामका पाण्डवश्चैव
kim akurvat sanjaya.
किम् अकुर्वत सञ्जय
Okay, is it clear somewhat? Are you able to recite?
Yes.
Even if you're not able to recite right now, keep practicing at home and speak loud. Okay?
Okay.
Next. Now, during the Vedic times, whenever war has to begin, it has to be very ethical war, right? Ethical means it's not like if you listen news and all these days, what is happening? Any country is putting some bombs to the another country and they are not intimating anyone. Very, very unethical wars are happening, right? You might have heard about the Ukraine and Russia, Israel, Hamas, right? How many of you listen to news? Or it's very boring?
You won't listen now.
Boring.
Boring.
Sometimes.
So you don't have general knowledge subject in your school? Current affairs, general knowledge, nothing?
No.
Okay. You can listen some of the news sometimes, whatever your parents suggest you. Okay. So coming back to Bhagavad Gita, but in Vedic time, whenever there is a war, there is the ethical way of doing it. So the first ethical way is whenever two parties has to initiate the war, what they do, they used to alert people. Right now, there are two things why they alert people. One, there is a huge army, and everybody should know that war is about to begin. So they used to use conchs to communicate this thing. Conchs is basically shank. Have you ever seen shank, the white color shank? Even if you see in this picture,
Yeah.
Shri Krishna ji and Arjun ji is holding this thing. Right?
Yeah.
So they both are blowing it. So that people are now aware that war is about to begin. So imagine if there is a huge crowd, how somebody will come to know in the end. So they need to be informed that yes, war is about to begin. And every person have their own shank, the leaders of the team. Every means the leader of the team, not the every person. Every person have their shank or a conchal and they have a name of it, right? So let's assume if you have something at your place, generally people give names to their dolls or maybe to their some toys. Some boys might have been using transformer or something else. So they love to give name to them. Similarly, conchals have been given a name so that they call them, and whenever they need, they call them. This is required. Bring this. So let's understand the shloka. पाञ्जन्यं ऋषिकेशो देवदत्तं धनञ्जया पौण्ड्रं दद्मो महाशङ्खं भीमकर्माविकोदरा. So what happened here? This is the Bhagavad Gita, shlok number 1.15. So 15th shlok of chapter 1. Lord Krishna blew his conch shell called Panchajanya. Arjun blew his conch shell, the Devadatta. And Bhim, the ferocious eater and performer of Herculean tasks, blew his conch shell called Pondram. So are we aware who is Bhim?
Yes.
Anyone? Who is Bhim?
He's the oldest among the Pandavas.
Okay. He's not the oldest though. Ah, he's the brother.
He's the second
He is one of the
He's the second
yes, he's one of the Pandavas and brother of Arjun. Now Panchajanyam is the so what are the name of the conch shells here? Panchajanya. Panchajanya was the conch shell of Lord Krishna. Okay. Devadattam Dhananjaya. Dhananjaya is now here referred to Arjuna. So there are multiple names. Like we have a school name, we have a nickname. Maybe somebody calls us with some another name. Similarly, Arjun also has another name, Dhananjaya. Okay. So Arjun ka conch shell was Devadattam. And the name of conch shell of Bhim is Poundram. So ready to recite? Anyone wants to try? Not yet. No worries. Let's recite. So, Conchal, we will donate do like this for a Conchal. Okay? Panchajanyo Rishikesho. Rishikesho, sorry, I didn't explain this. Rishikesho is Bhagwan Krishna. We will understand the meaning also, why Rishikesh, but in a later phase and a slowly. Okay? So Krishna also called as, there are so many names for Shri Krishna. So in this slope, we come to know about the another name of Shri Krishna, Rishikesho. Panchajanyam Rishikesho.
Panchadanyam Rishikesho.
Devadattam Dhananjaya.
Devadattam Dhananjaya.
So why I did this for Arjun or Dhananjaya?
He's Arch.
Who can tell?
Archer.
Yes. He's a very, very great warrior. Very nice. Panchajanyam Rishikesho.
Panchadanyam Rishikesho.
Devadattam Dhananjaya.
Devadattam Dhananjaya.
Pondram Dadmo Mahashankham.
Pandadmo Mahashankam.
Bhima Karma Vikodara.
Devakarma Vikodara.
Okay, so this is the explanation of conchals of Pandavas and Shri Krishna. Now we will recite another 3 conchals in the slope 1.16. Next slide. So how many Pandavas are there?
5.
5. Yes. Yes. And how many Kauravas?
100.
Yes. Very nice. So now 16th slope. Anantavidyam Raja Kunti Putro Yudhishthira Nakula Sahadevascha Sughoshamani Pushpako. So now there are name of 3 more conchals. So King Yudhishthir. King Yudhishthir is here addressed as a Kunti Putro Yudhishthir. So who was Kunti? Kunti was mother of Pandavas and wife of Pandu. Right? So King Yudhishthir, the son of Kunti, blew his conch shell named Ananta Vijaya. And the name of conch shells of Nakul and Sahadeva, Nakul has Sughosha and Sahadeva has Mani Pushpako. Okay? Is this clear?
Yes.
Okay, so let's decide. Anant Vijayam Raja
Ananta Vijayam Raja
Kunti Putro Yudhishthira
Kunti Putro Yudhishthira
Nakula Sahadevascha
Nakula Sahadevascha
Sughosh Mani Pushpaka
Sughoshmani Pushpa
Ananta Vidyam
Ananta Vidyam
Raja Kunti Putro
Raja Kunti
Yudhishthira
Yudhishthira
Nakula Sahadevascha
Nakula Samadevasya
Sughosh Mani Pushpako
Sughoshmani Pushpaka
So for the people who are reciting in these English version, I'll tell you few things to begin with. So when we see Raja here, right? So when A has this bar, we pronounce it like a A. Okay? If this bar is not there, it is called as A only. A. So if you say Ananta Vijaya, we are not saying Ananta Vijaya. We are saying Ananta Vijaya. But when there is a bar, we recite it like a Raja. Right? The small things just make your recitation very easy. Now, when we say S in Yudhishthir, in second line, there is a dot. Right? So, pronunciation becomes like Sh. Yudhishthir, not Yudhisthar. Okay? So, there are small things which we will learn if we are reading in this English letters. If you're reading in a Hindi letters, if you understand Hindi and you're reading it, that's perfectly fine. If not, you can refer to these English versions also. Now, when we say this S, it also has got this mark, then H, dot. So we'll learn day by day what exactly and how to pronounce it. So today, the basic two things we learned in this is when there is a bar on A, we have to recite it like a Raja, not Raj. Okay? There is a dot behind S, or there is this, we call it like a sh. The pronunciation is sh, not s. Okay, next. Now, this we are not going to remember by heart, the shloka, but I'll tell you in what happens in slok number 21 and 22. So Arjun said, now Arjun is full of questions actually. Like most of the time we are filled with questions, right? We ask so many things to teachers, so many things to parents. Similarly, Arjun is asking so many things to Krishna. Now Arjun is saying, O infallible one, please draw my chariot between the two armies so that I may see those present here who desire to fight and with whom I must contend in this great trial of arms. So simple, as I narrated, that Arjun wants to see both the armies. That is why the name of this chapter is also same, the observing the two armies on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Next. Now see, they are moving towards the battlefield in mid of two armies. So this is Shri Krishna being the charioteer and Arjuna is behind. Now imagine this picture. How big the army is. Just give 1 second to your mind and think how big that army would be. So there are two teams, and in between we can see Arjun with Shri Krishna. So you can see what all you can see. You can see horses. Can you see?
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. So many horses, elephants, infantry. Infantry is the people on floor who are going by walk to fight, as we also have in our current Indian Army. How many of you are aware of Indian Army? Are you? No?
I know, but they protect them.
Okay, that's okay. Okay, some of you know, right? I'm sure everyone is aware of Indian Army or Indian Navy or Indian Air Force. Okay. So it's a huge, just imagine yourself such a big army to fight. Just think. For the people who read, I'm sure they can really connect. They are reading the Bhagavad Gita. Next, now Arjun is actually sitting on the floor and Shri Krishna have started giving his gyan. Why? Because he has refused to fight. And what he's telling to Shri Krishna, he cannot fight. And what are the symptoms at that point of time? He is like, his body was shivering, his mouth was drying up, he was like trembling. Then hairs were standing. The Gandiv is again name given to the bow, right? Slipped from his hand. He was so nervous, his skin is burning. And what he's saying? That I'm unable to stand here any longer, and he sat on the floor. He's forgetting himself. Matlab, he is so confused, so nervous that he cannot do anything. And he sat on the floor. That Shri Krishna, please guide me. I am not here to fight. I cannot fight. It's just the situation. You have an exam tomorrow. You have done all the preparations, but you got nervous and you tell your parents, no, I cannot give exam. Does this happen sometimes? We are ready for something and we are not feeling like doing it. And it happens with everyone. When we are not close to Bhagwan, when we stop doing some bhakti, it happens with us. But again, when we are in devotion, Bhagwan will guide us. Ever, always, for every problem. That is what are the learnings we have to implement in our life. We have to become like a Arjun. Do we want to become like a Arjun or not?
Yes.
To become like Arjun, we have to be very good friend of Shri Krishna. And how we become very good friend, you all know. You all have friends at your school, at your neighbors. And you know what all you do for your friends? You do something special for your friends. That's why we have to do something really special for Shri Krishna to be his friend. Next, we'll just wrapping up. I know it's above the 6:50 now. Now, what Arjun said, now you see here, he's all like pareshan. I can't do it. Think such a big warrior is saying that I cannot fight. It's just like a person who always stood first in the class is denying to do anything to the teacher. It's just like that situation. Or you have prepared something for a stage performance and you're very good in it, but you get confused and you said, no, I can't do this thing. I won't go to the stage. And it can happen to anyone who is not very close to Krishna or stop doing some bhakti or something like that. So, what he said, out of compassion, I do not want to fight. I do not find any enjoyment. We start giving reasons, right? It's a sinful thing. It will disrupt families. And he's all about indecision. Next. And he said, no, because of these things, I am not going to fight. Next. Now, at this situation, when Shri Krishna is there, Arjun is there, Arjun is totally confused, and it's a situation of losing everything. It's not a winning situation. There, Shri Krishna being at the battlefield, narrated Bhagavad Gita to Arjun. And then he gave positive things and the negative things. Why he should fight, why he should not fight. Right? That is why Bhagavad Gita for us is very important. We should know what is right, what is wrong. Then only we can live our life. Yesterday we did Vedas Adi instruction manuals, right? And Bhagavad Gita is one of the greatest scriptures. And we should not let ourselves that we will not read it, we will not understand it. That is why it is a blessings to all of us with you guys. You are here to know about Bhagavad Gita. Now, after this session, there is a small activity for you. So we talked about conch shells, right? Now you have to make these conch shells. How? Two ways are there. Either you can make it with a paper, okay, the colored papers you will get in the market. But if you do not have colored papers or you can't go for a buying and all, that's okay. You can make it with a white paper also, or whatever paper you have at your place. Even if you don't have that, you can draw it also. Okay. The point is not to make things complicated for our parents. Ki mama, I need it, nothing like that. If you have it, do it. If you do not have it, you can make a drawing out of it. So you'll get all the details through your coordinator, ma'am. She will send you how to do it. And then you have to submit it. So these are the beautiful conches created by the students like you only.
One.
So you can do it like this, you can do it like this, you can also draw it on a paper. Any paper. Right? So can you do it?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a very, very beautiful activity. So we will have few more such kind of beautiful activities to do while learning Bhagavad Gita. And why we are doing it? Any thoughts on it? So yes, Adrit and Akshit. You are Adrit or you are Akshit?
I'm Adrit. Mom, your brother is Akshay.
Okay, yes,
So
Adrit.
I think we're doing the activities to reflect on what we learned every session.
Okay, that's also nice. Myra?
I just have a question.
Okay.
How many shlokas are we learning?
You will be learning 20 shlokas out of 700 in this course. In this course, basic course, we will be learning 20 shlokas,
Okay.
right? And the journey continues. Then you'll go to the advanced batch and we will learn so many more things. Okay? So coming back to why we are doing this activity. So basically, we have covered three shlokas today. First one was by Dhidraj, where he inquired that what is happening on a battlefield, and then we learned two more shlokas for the conch shells, right? Conch shell also called as Shankh in Hindi, if you can relate. And we have covered six conch shells. I'll just come back to you, Janvi. We have six conch shells, five of Pandavas and one of Shri Krishna. So we are making six different conch shells and giving them names, right? We have to give them names also. Names like this is Shri Krishna's conch shell and the name of the conch shell. What is the name of Shri Krishna's conch shell? Jaise Panchajanya, right? So we will learn this thing. Yes, Janvi.
I think we're doing this to remember why we are doing it and like what Krishna and Arjuna did on the field with it.
Yes, absolutely. Very nice. So we will learn these things. Like we will learn the name of the conch shell, right? We can connect them. This conch shell is carried by this person, right? So very rightly said. We are doing this to remember the names. And definitely we'll get a more art also. We'll create something new today we never did before. Is it exciting or not?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Good. Good. So anything you want to ask for the day? From yesterday's session, today's session? Is it easy or it is something complex or boring?
It's not easy or hard. It's like in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah.
In the
I
middle?
agree.
Okay. 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 Yes,
Good.
Janvi?
I'm very good.
Can you have more than one conch shell for one person?
No, we have one conch shell for one person. Because you give them a name. So one conch shell is dedicated to one person only. Okay. Anything else? So clear about activity. Even if you have doubt, you can put it in a WhatsApp group also. Your parents can put this on a WhatsApp group. Yes, Ryan?
So in the shlokas, it said that Lord Krishna and Arjuna, they went to like in the middle of the battlefield. So why did no one attack them?
The war has the, that's what I said. There are the ethics of everything. They want to see it. The war has not begun at that point of time. So it's just like reviewing the army, right? So it's not like the wars happening these days as anybody is just blasting to another country. No, it has to be very ethical. Then and it's like there's a proper norm by what time you need to fight. It's not like at any time you're fighting. Surya Ast, it is like sunset, right? So if there is a sunset, you cannot fight. These are also the ethics. There's so many rules to fight. And this is also one of the rules that you cannot just fight because you see somebody. No. Right, Riya? Okay. So you have to remember the name of conchals also. You have to remember how many slokas are there. Whatever we have done on the slide, this will be come as a test also. These are your questions in the test. What is the name of Shri Krishna's conch shell? What is the name of Nakula's conch shell? We will revise in the next thing also. In next session, we will meet next week, right? And one more thing. How do you greet your friends these days?
Like, what's up or something.
Like what?
Just only friends ni. Hi, bro.
Like, what's up? Something like that.
Acha,
Hi.
what's up?
We
You
say
all guys are
hi.
using WhatsApp?
No. Like, we say the phrase.
Okay, okay. Got it. What's up? This time. What's up?
And
I can say,
sometimes we use like, sometimes my friends use like chatting apps, like Discord,
okay.
Snapchat.
Anyone else? How do you greet your friend?
Hi, bro. అంటావు కదా చెప్పు.
Yes, Gia, Ryan.
I say hello.
Hello.
I
Okay.
missed you. Did you
Ryan.
miss me? Because I missed you. And then I say hi, guys.
చెప్తావు నీ ఫ్రెండ్స్ ని.
Nice.
I say, hey, what are you doing? Can I play? Hi.
Okay. And how do you want me to greet you? Or how do you greet me? Hey, Aditi. Like that. How do you greet me? Quickly. Ryan.
Hello, ma'am.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Once more.
Hare Krishna.
Once more.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes. So basically we are just taking Bhagwan's name, है ना? So we can say Hare Krishna, we can say Hare Ram, we can say Jai Shri Ram, है ना? We can say Om Namah Shivaya. We can say it's like basically at least now we can add this into our life so that we are calling Bhagwan. So next session, when we greet ourselves, we will say Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Vihana and Vanisha has given Hare Krishna, Hare Rama. ठीक है? Week में? Good?
Yeah.
something to call me Aditi, I will listen that also. No worries. But let's try to greet each other as Hare Krishna. You can greet me, you can greet your parents. Start with your parents at least, with your siblings, whatever way you want. Even if you want to say Jai Shri Ram, you can do that. Hare Krishna, you do that. Om Namah Shivaya, you can do that.
Or you
Har
can
Har
say
Mahadev, you can do that. Yes, you are.
you can say Radhe Radhe.
You can say Radhe Radhe. Yes.
I know the Hare Ram 12.
Someone was raising hand actually. I don't know.
I was.
Okay. If there is no query, we'll wrap up the session and we'll meet next week. Okay? Until then, what we have to say? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna.
Okay, one more thing. Yes, Om Namah Shivaya, Vihana and Manisha. And one more thing. In place of clapping when we do something good, we will say Hari Bol.
Oh, she was done. We all said
I'm sure now you must have been saying, oh, bravo. You can say that also, no problem. But we will also say Hari Bol. Let's say somebody is reciting a shlok very beautifully. We will clap definitely and we will say Hari Bol. Jaise aaj kisne kiya tha? Today, Ryan recited, right? Yes, Ryan? So, a big Hari Bol for Ryan.
Hare Bol.
Hare Bol.
One more.
Bol.
Once more.
Hare Bol.
Very nice. Very nice. Hari Bol and Hare Krishna will meet next week. And I'm sure we are not bunking the class next week. We all are coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Sure.
Very nice.
Do we
So
have
till
class
then,
tomorrow?
sorry?
Do we have class tomorrow?
You have class tomorrow, but not of Bhagavad Gita, another subject. There is a class for every day, but Bhagavad Gita class is 2 days. So I will be meeting you for 2 days in a week. Okay?
Okay.
Bye.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Bye.